Hey nerds, what's up? My hair is a fucking mess and Hedwig is like begging at the door because I took him outside today. And so now he's bitter that he's not still outside. No! My hair is a mess. Hedwig's crying. It's Friday, 5 o'clock. It is midnight GMT, which means Bookopolathon has started. So I decided to start this vlog. And I'm saying fuck all to Steph's recommendations for surviving a 48-hour readathon because I'm drinking. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so I'm starting the readathon with 2 books, but audiobook, I'm going to be reading Sleeping Giants by Sylvia Nouvelle. I'm doing a buddy read of this with Paula from Fandom and Books, and technically we are doing a 5-day buddy read of this, so I won't finish this weekend. So if I do have, there's a couple audiobooks on the library app that I'm waiting for, so if one of those pops up I might like switch between the two. I'm 60% into Last Night at the Telegraph Club, and I could just focus on that and try to finish it, but I think I'm just gonna hold off on that and get back to it on Monday. I am really liking it though, and I just finished Little Cruelties, so I'm done with that, but I'm still in the midst of March, like reading my arcs as well, and The Wide Starlight has a dark cover and it's kind of fantasy. It's one of those like Last True Poets of the Sea, Summer of Salt vibes where it's just like kind of magic in it, like magical realism more than fantasy. So I'm gonna go with it. It has a dark cover. It's a very beautiful cover. So that's what I'm gonna be reading today, but the live sprints have started. So I haven't been listening because I've been talking to you, but I'm also doing live sprints with Becca from 1 to 5 my time to end Bookopolathon. So the goal for this weekend is really just to read as much as possible and hopefully finish one book start to finish, which in this world I think is going to be The Wide Starlight. How many pages is it? Let's see. The Wide Starlight is only 320 pages, so like it's a standard, I believe it's young adult. It's a standard novel size, yeah, young adult novel length, so not too giant or anything. And then Sleeping Giants is also not very big. It's only 350 pages, but again, we're planning on reading this with a 5-day mark starting tomorrow, Saturday. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hop into this live, not like on it, but just in the chat and listen. And tonight, Matt and I are going to order in. Matt's going out of town this weekend, so he'll be gone tomorrow. So I will have some reading time in the morning, and then tomorrow evening I'm going over to my friend Bailey's house. But I am probably going to be up late because I don't tend to sleep very well when Matt's gone, but this is good things for the reading. Good things for the reading. And then, yeah, Sunday the only plans that I have other than reading sprints from 1 to 5 with Becca is to read and maybe do like cleaning, but I can listen to an audiobook during that. So we'll see how this goes.
Congratulations on Bookopolathon. Watching the first live sprints at the very end during the situation. My camera is not even, there we go. But during those 4 hours, at some point we talked about alcohol. Becca said she would do a shot. I decided to do a shot with her.
never seen what's up. That's accurate. You should have seen it.
Cassie Claire's books and I just have a toxic relationship.
Okay. Happy Saturday. It's noon. Goodbye. I am just pretty much focusing on getting some house stuff done right now. So I've been listening to Sleeping Giants, which doesn't fit a prompt. Oh, the window. It doesn't fit a prompt yet, but I'm hoping that at some point it will come up to be a prompt. I guess it could fit for a dark cover, but I'm reading The Wide Starlight, which is both fantasy and a dark cover, and then the second two roles were reading a contemporary and reading a book either by or about a person of color. And so what I'm trying to do is like partner the two roles, so dark cover and fantasy. Wide Starlight is both, and then for contemporary and person of color, I'm doing I'm going to try to finish Last Night at the Telegraph Club. I'm like 60% in, but I don't care. So I'm doing that, and it's not technically a contemporary because it's a historical, it's set in the 50s, but I was listening to Ashley and Steph on their live sprint, and Ashley said that Becca was saying like contemporary meaning there's no magic in it. So I'm gonna run with that and just pretend. So those are the two books that like fit the prompts. So for Wide Starlight, I think I'm like 20% in, I think. And then, like I said, Last Night at the Telegraph Club, I'm already 60% in, but I haven't read during the Bookopolathon yet for that book. And then I'm listening to Sleeping Giants, and I'm 2 hours in, so let me get a percentage. I am 25% into this. This one I am buddy reading with Paula too, so I'm not supposed to finish this book by Sunday. I'm supposed to get to part 3, the end of part 3 by Sunday. So I probably won't finish this anyways, but I just have a lot to do around the house, so I've been utilizing that. Today I had my therapy appointment this morning, and I've been going to therapy. This is my 3rd session, and it just feels really nice to like be able to talk to somebody who knows what the fuck to say and like really delve into everything. So I'm a little bit like drained from that, but overall I'm feeling good about it too. So I just put all the laundry away, and the living room is now clean, so I'm waiting for the Roomba to finish charging, and then I'm gonna run it in here, and then I'm going to go put in the sheets. So all the pillowcases are clean, but I need to clean this and like our sheets and our duvet and everything. So I'm gonna put in 2 more loads of laundry. In our apartment complex, it's like shared laundry, so I can put 2 loads in at the same time. It's like the only pro of shared laundry is that I don't have to like do them back to back. I can like bulk laundry it out if there's available spots. So I'm gonna go do that, continue listening. Well, I'm actually gonna take a break from reading, because once I put everything in, I'm going to either do a spin class or do a like circuit of some sort for a workout, and then I might even do another workout. It depends on how I feel, how like, I don't know. I just need some endorphins, so we'll see. And then at 2 is when I have my Best Books Club. So it's 12 o'clock now. It's 12:05. So I have a couple hours before that. So I'm going to get the laundry done, work out, and get ready for that. And then after that, I'll be able to leave and go to Bailey's. So I'm excited to meet Isaiah. Isaiah's a month old already. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. Okay. It's technically Sunday morning. It's 1:30 in the morning. I just got home from hanging out with Bailey, so I actually brought my camera but then did not film a single thing with the exception of this adorable clip of Amelia. It's going to be vertical, so sorry, but Amelia was using my Polaroid to take a picture of me and Bailey, and then I'll show you the pictures.
I see you now. You can see me now? Yeah. Okay. Okay, you gotta stay still. Your finger has to be on the thing. Good job. Okay. Oh!
my hand was up, but it's fine. I went like this.
Don't pull it. Just, okay, set it down.
Amazing.
Okay, so these are the pictures of the Polaroids. I mean, Polaroids. I also have some Flaming Hot Cheetos, but why not? So, this one of the three of us. And then Isaiah was sleeping when we took these. Me and Bailey. I love this one. And then me and Amelia. Oh, this is old. This is from a few weeks ago. I went and saw This Is My Mom and my two brothers. We went to a very, very belated Christmas lunch. Wow, there's people talking outside of my apartment. I'm really not excited about that. I usually am asleep by now, and we also use a white noise machine, which I obviously don't have on in order to film because that would be obnoxious. But so it's 1:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't sleep very well when Matt is out of town. We used to, go out of town separate from each other more often, like pre-COVID, but also a few years ago. And then lately with COVID, obviously it's a whole different ball game. But even before that, we dwindled that habit, and we tend to go together to places. The cats are going insane. Great, love it. So I just don't sleep very well when he's not here because I get nervous. I hear things. I also live on a busy street. I live in an apartment complex, so you can hear. Our room is away from the walkway of our complex, but it's also closest to the street, so I can hear people talking outside. But then every once in a while I can also hear people walking where the front door is. So I don't know, I just don't sleep very well. I usually will put on a movie or something on top of the white noise machine to just keep sound. It makes me sleep a little bit better. But what perfect time to have a 48-hour readathon than this, because I'm obviously not going to be sleeping very good tonight. So I have Beth's reading sprints on right now. And she just started a 30-minute sprint, but I got on here to talk to you guys first. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the white noise machine and... The cats are also going crazy. I hate that. Whatever. I'm going to put on the white noise machine to hide some of this noise that's happening outside. And I think turn the lights off. I don't know. I get so weird when I'm by myself. I hate it. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to vlog anymore tonight just because I am tired. I do need to sleep. And so I want to kind of create an ambiance to try to get me to sleep. And then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. But what am I reading? Okay, so I'm so glad. The third roll was the chance card, which I don't remember what that means. But then the other one was to start a series. So perfect. I'm reading Sleeping Giants. That's going to be the next book that I put for that roll. I haven't finished a single thing. So I'm on part 3 of Sleeping Giants right now. And then for the first 2 rolls, I'm doing Last Night at the Telegraph Club, which I'm 60% into. And then The Wide Starlight, which I think I'm 30% into, maybe 40. And I'm liking them both so far. I definitely like Last Night at the Telegraph Club more. I am really I'm really liking a lot of it. There is some, it's really interesting. I picked up this book before what happened recently in Atlanta with the deaths of 6 Asian women. But that has happened while I've been reading this book, and it's just to hear or to read through. This book is set in the 50s during the Red Scare and all this stuff, and there's positive and negative commentary made towards our main character when she goes to the Telegraph Club, and she's surrounded by mostly not Asian people. I think they're mostly white. And they just say things that is exactly what we're talking about when, you know, you see a lot of people talking on the internet right now about how, like, the expectation and, like, the jokes, the positive jokes are still not good. It's all of that. So it's really interesting reading it with that at the forefront of my mind right now because of because of everything that's happening. So yeah, I'm liking it. It's kind of rough with all of that. And then The Wide Starlight is more fantastical than I thought it was, so it really does fit the prompt perfectly. It feels very much like The Last True Poets of the Sea. That's the same vibe that it's giving me, with even more, I feel, supernatural or fantastical things happening, magical realism type stuff. Very Katrina Leno-esque as well. And then Sleeping Giants, I don't know where I'm at yet with this one. I'm about halfway through, I think. I'm on part 3 out of 5, so almost halfway, maybe, I don't know. About. And I don't know. I think I'm a little bit, I don't really like the formatting because it doesn't have any exposition at all. It's just straight, like, audio, so it's all just, like, people talking. And I'm glad I'm listening to it because it's a little bit easier to differentiate who we're talking to. But I don't think that the formatting is hitting the right spot for me. And I like the concept, but I feel like I've seen it before or, like, seen something similar, and I just don't know if I am on board with this being so amazing just yet. So I really hope that it does hit something for me because so many people love this series and so many people have told me I need to read it. So, like, I want to love it. But yeah, the formatting is just, it's not hitting it for me just yet. So hopefully that changes by the time I finish. And yeah, I need to double check the chance. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Dude. What are you doing? Oh, you are so ready to play. What are you doing? Just come up here. And that's the time I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh my gosh, good morning. I'm so tired. Okay, it is almost 8 a.m. I went to bed at 2:30 last night, but I was not reading during that time that I turned off the camera. I read, like, a little bit, but not much. I looked up the third role, which had been announced at that point, and good news, Sleeping Giants fits for the third role. I don't remember if I said that already last night, but it's for starting a new series, so perfect. So glad that that all fits in. Padfoot, my black cat, he just, like, decided to be insane. So we have a sprinkler that's, like, in the middle of the ceiling in the bedroom, and for some reason sometimes he just, like, gets really antsy about it and he'll, like, stare at it and then run away, and I'm convinced it's a ghost. Like, it's not, but I'm convinced it's a ghost. So he started doing that, and I'm like, great, now there's a fucking ghost and I'm gonna be, like, need an exorcism tonight. So needless to say, I was having an evening. So finally at like 2:30, I put on Grey's Anatomy, like season 1, episode 1. I've watched the first few seasons so many times that I know exactly what's gonna happen. It won't grab my attention. I just turned it on really low volume and started to fall asleep. And so I managed to get about 5 hours because I woke up at like 7:30. So I mean, I know a lot of people are doing that like purposefully during this readathon, but that's not me. And so I am upset that I have not slept more. But the plan for today is 8 a.m. No, it's almost 8 a.m. now, but 10 a.m. I do have a meeting with my mentor, so I will be on Zoom for about an hour to talk with her. I had an assignment, so I need to rewatch the assignment, which will take about 20 minutes, take notes for what I want to work on and everything before that. But other than that, and then I'm going on to Becca's sprints at 1 to 5, which is the last 4 hours of the readathon. I have no plans. So I'm hoping to get some reading done. So I'm going to be focusing on getting The Wide Starlight finished. I am 32% in. I think yesterday I couldn't remember if it was 30 or 40. So I'm trying to get that one finished because the 4th roll dropped, and it is to read a book set in present day and to read read a book that's like in a genre you don't typically read. And The Wide Starlight is that magical realism spot. So I don't read a lot of that because it's really hit or miss for me. But I am liking it so far at 30% in. I feel like it's more fantastical than I was expecting, and I like my sweet spot for magical realism is a little bit more than just like the barest hint. I want like a little bit more than that. So like more Summer of Salt than Last Poets of the Sea. And this one is different than either one of those. And it has more of the vibe of Last True Poets of the Sea, but the magic is more ingrained like Summer of Salt. I hope that helps. And that type of book can be a 5 out of 5 star for me. Last True Poets was 4 and Summer of Salt was 5. So as of right now, really enjoying it. Hoping to finish it because it's 4 prompts. And then ideally I would like to get Last Night the Telegraph done as well. I'm 60% into that.
name so bad. I just want to, like, hug it.
As
A pig
needed.
in a blanket is a sausage wrapped in bacon. There we go.
What? That is not in America.
Like, the American pigs in a blanket's like a hot dog with, like, pastry, but no, in Oz,
Yeah.
it's an actual, like, meat filling.
Okay.
It's a pig wrapped in a blanket. It's not what you think. It's a pig wrapped in a blanket.
Nanny used to eat sugar sandwiches, and that reminds me, I had a friend who used to take butter and melt butter and then put sugar in it and, like, make a weird mixture from it, and then she would just eat it.
Isn't that caramel? Caramel?
No, like, just in the microwave she would do it.
Oh.
Weird. No, hot dog isn't a sausage. Hot dogs don't even exist. We don't even have, like, hot dogs don't exist. Hot dogs are the weirdest, worst thing to me. We have, like, sausages and, like, snags and stuff, but not, like... Pasta? Who put sugar on pasta?
The elf.
Happy Monday. I didn't vlog, and I also didn't finish anything because I thought that I was gonna have time after the live show to read, but instead we all got fucked up and stayed live for a lot longer. So there was a like not safe for work video that doesn't exist anymore. And you know, when it's so good that it's private, it's a good thing. It's probably a good thing that it's private. So we stayed on live until like 9 or 10 my time, which is like 8 hours or something, and then got off, and then we continued to chat for a while. So what I'm getting at here is that there have been no books read. I have no updates. I have no complete thoughts on anything. I am almost done with Sleeping Giants. I have one more part to read. I'm liking it, but so far it's like not hitting the level that I thought it would hit for how much people like really rave about it. And I think for me, like, even though I'm loving the audio, full cast, it's always really cool to see that, and I feel like it does like give an extra oomph, but simultaneously, like, I don't feel like there's a whole lot happening as far as plot goes. And like, for a book being about giant alien robot things being found by people, you would think there would be more things happening. That's all I'm gonna say. So I don't know yet if I'm gonna end up liking it, because like, I'm wondering if there's gonna be some big moment or something, but we'll see. And then The Wide Starlight, I am really, really liking. I think I'm 70 or 75% through. And it's so funny because like at the end of the actual Bookopolathon live, where we were reading up until midnight GMT, we were all so distracted, but like I was really liking my book, but I just like couldn't focus because we couldn't. So yeah, but I am really liking it. I'm excited to finish it, and it feels like such a Chelsea book. So if you follow Chelsea and you know like her reading taste when it comes to that like magical realism, and that also works for you, then that's going to be a book for you. I'm so excited to get her to read it because she needs to read this one. And then lastly, last night at the Telegraph Club, I think I'm 60% through that one, and also enjoying it. I am curious to see like where it's going to go from here, because so far it feels like we've gotten to kind of the moment of this girl is figuring out that she's not straight. And it is set in the 50s and all of this. So like we've gotten to the point where she is feeling more comfortable going to the Telegraph Club with her friend, who I think is going to be more than a friend, and I'm excited for that to happen. But then also there's this underlying concern regarding communism. It's like takes place again in the 50s and everything, and I'm like a little bit worried for family members, and like because it's been brought up but it hasn't been a focus yet, and so like is it gonna go there? I don't know like where that's headed. So I'm liking all of them, some more than others, but I don't think I'm going to finish them for this video. So keep an eye out for my wrap up for March, and I'll include that in there. This video is going up during the week of Touching My Shelf Readathon, so there is going to be another reading vlog coming for the week that's happening right now, but Touching My Shelf is running from the 27th through the 1st, and I know that there were lives before this video goes up. We did a live sprints, like future tense for me, but past tense for you, with Chelsea. I was rudely interrupted by my battery dying, but Chelsea, Eric, Kat, and Emily, I think is everyone. Emily, Kat, Eric, Chelsea, me, yeah. So we all did a live show, past tense for you, present, future tense for me, and I'm sure they were fun, but I haven't actually experienced them yet. So I'll link that down below, as well as the live that's available for Bookopolathon that like happened during actual Bookopolathon. So that'll be available to you down below. And yeah, I had so much fun participating in Bookopolathon. I'm so proud of Becca for just like creating this monster, you know, like it's such a beast of what she created, and I'm just really amazed that it went as smoothly as it did, that, you know, that she created it. Like it's really cool. So I'm really glad. It felt so much like the community existed, you know, like it didn't just feel like I think, at least for me, like I've been in not a booktube rut because I've been feeling personally really inspired and stuff, like making my videos, but I feel like it felt, participating in Bookopolathon felt the same way that like peak Bibliothon felt to me, and it was just so fun, like to get to see the community really engaging, and like whether I was in the live like last night or just like participating throughout the weekend, it was just really, really, really fun. And so yeah, thanks to Becca for creating it. Thanks to everyone for being so welcoming. I had such a fun time in the live, and like I said, also in the chats throughout. And it was just a really good time. I'm all emotional. Okay, and that's it. So see you guys later. I make videos every Saturday and Monday, so I'll talk to you soon. Everything's linked down below. And again, the live shows are both there if you want to check them out late. And I hope that you guys are reading for Touching My Shelf. Another readathon happening. I hope I'm reading for Touching My Shelf. So my plan for right now is this week I need to get these 3 books done, and hopefully one more book from my like March experience, like trying to get my arcs down, because Touching My Shelf is all not arcs, and I need to get more of those read before I actually start the Touching My Shelf TBR. Okay, with that, goodbye. Peace out.